So for today's RE lesson, we are still again focusing on Hinduism, but we're going to look at special festivals. So, first of all, I want you to think about what special days do you celebrate? So just have a think. You can pause the video for a moment and write some ideas if you would like. So special days which I celebrate Christmas. I celebrate birthdays. You may have recently celebrated VE Day. It doesn't have to be religious. You might say you celebrate World Book Day. So think about any days which you celebrate which are special to you. Okay, so Hindus celebrate many special days of the year, but today we'll be learning about Holi. You may have heard of this. Holi is also known as the Festival of Colours. It was originally celebrated in North India, but now is celebrated in many parts of the world. It marks the beginning of spring, usually in March, and celebrates new life. It's an exciting time where families and the wider community come together to celebrate. And it is linked with two stories. So, a long time ago, there was a king who had a son called Prahlad. The king wanted everyone to worship him, but Prahlad refused. So the king decided to kill him. He threw Prahlad into a pit of snakes, but Prahlad prayed to Lord Vishnu and was saved. He threw Prahlad under stamping elephants, but Prahlad prayed to Lord Vishnu and was saved. Finally, Prahlad's aunt tricked him into sitting with her on a pile of logs for burning, but Lord Vishnu saved Prahlad and his aunt was engulfed in flames instead. Prahlad thanked Lord Vishnu for saving his life. So the celebrations are linked to the story, and a bonfire is held on the night before Holi. This is to remember the story. People sing and dance around the fire and roast grains, popcorn and coconut around it. They also throw chickpeas into the fire as a way of saying thank you to God for the crops. Last year's rubbish is burnt to represent new beginnings. Hindus believe that Krishna threw water over milkmaids as a child. This developed into the games of Holi. So, on the actual day of Holi, people of all ages go out into the streets for a carnival of colours. Everyone plays, chases and colours each other with dry powder and coloured water. Some people carry water guns and water balloons filled with coloured water ready for a water fight. People sing and dance and have fun together, no matter where they are. Hindus believe that God created colour to make the world a beautiful place. So colours are thrown to remind people that we need to make our lives colourful. Each colour has a special meaning. Red symbolises power, orange shows purity, and green is for love. So I've put a website there if you want to go and have a look at a video to tell you a little bit more about it before you do your next activity. So, you have got some questions to answer. So, what is another name for the festival? When is the festival held? What special story is linked? Write down the keywords or phrases that will help you retell the story. Are there any other stories linked to this festival? And you have got more. So for example, I can remember that it is held in March. Okay, so you're going to find the answers. And then once you have completed that, your task is to create an invitation. So you are going to invite them to the Holi festival. You need to tell them all about the festival so they know what to expect, where the festival came from, what to wear, what to bring, and anything else which you think is important. So I've done an example here. So think about the time, the date. We know the date is going to be sometime in March. The location, so where it is, and explain what is going to happen. What type of clothing do they need to wear? Any information that they will need.